Hi, Professor Dan Anderson here, and I'm going to be demonstrating modern Arnis empty hand Anyo number 7. This is a second in a series of putting onto video the modern Arnis Anyos that never made it onto a Remy Presas video. He shot the empty hand Anyos 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then he taught 6, 7, and 8, but they never made it to any videos that I know of. So what I'm doing is I'm just going ahead and put these out for all of you to watch and go by. And as I said in the modern Arnis Anyo 8, that these Anyos are templates. And so what you're going to be seeing is you're going to be seeing Kempo people doing it much more in a Kempo vein, or Taekwondo people in Taekwondo vein, karate people in a karate vein, Tai Chi people or Kung Fu people, smoother, more relaxed in that kind of vein, and so forth. So what you'll be seeing is you'll be seeing the template, and I've got a couple of spots where I will delineate exactly how Professor Remy taught me the form and then how I actually do it in my school. So there's the first thing. Now, the second thing, and I didn't bring this up in the Anyo 8, but the empty hand Anyos seem to be an American, or I should say a North American phenomenon. He taught the Anyos 1, 2, 3, 4 as far as cane goes back in the Philippines, and they're outlined in his first book. But empty hand Anyos, nobody in the Philippines knows them, nobody in Europe knows them. They're basically taught in the States. So it's my proposition that as part of his outreach system, which he called the art within your art, he knew that many people trained in kata, you know, whether Japanese kata or Chinese sets or Taekwondo hyungs or pumse. And this is something that related to a lot of the students who cross-trained in other martial arts and then trained with him in modern Arnis. So, you know, it's my proposition that he came up with these empty hand Anyos as something, as a tool, as a via to reach more people in the martial arts. So that being said, I'm going to go on to delineate how I teach modern Arnis Anyo number 7, empty hand, and I will be doing the same things I did in my video of modern Arnis Anyo number 8, which is teaching him in sections. Every Anyo begins with a courtesy, and then the first action, or I should say the first section, I'm going to go ahead and show how Professor Remy taught me, and then I'm going to show you what I do as a slight variation. And so the first thing is the hands come to the left side of your body. Right palm is down, left palm is up. You step out to your right, and you do a double upward action in this fashion. You'll see this in Shotokan Karate, Kata, Heian Nidan, and so forth. From this point, you'd slide up, you'd set yourself up for a back fist, which recoils, and then you've got your side kick and you set down. Now when you set down, your hands come to the right side of your body, palm facing, left palm facing down, right palm facing up, and you come out and you execute the same motion on the opposite side, and from here, right foot draws up, you've got your back fist, and at this point, you'll do 2 kicks. You'll do the side kick and then a front kick going forwards. And from here, we have a down X and then an up X. Now, I come from a karate background, so after the courtesy, what you'll find me doing is, again, the very first action from here, but at this point, I will roll forward with my back foot and execute a hammer strike. And you'll find this in more of the Okinawan versions of Pinan, Nidan, and so forth. From this point is a front kick, and I set down, bring my arms to the same side again, come up in this fashion, and come up with my foot, up into a cat stance, front kick, and then when I come down, for the low X, I will fist and then come empty-handed for the up X. So rolling through section 1, the way I was taught, you'd have courtesy, and then this position, this hand will sweep just totally sideways as you're doing your spin, while the other hand retracts. So what we've got is, now from this point, the right hand is going to sweep over and down, while the left hand will thrust with an open hand over the top. And you've got to step forward as you do this. From this point, the rear elbow comes forward. And when I do the rear elbow, I don't just slap my arm. I actually do a bit of rotation here so I can get some juice into it. So you're in this position, bang. And then from this point, what you're going to do is, and I'll show you just first the arm action, what Professor Remy did, which was the left arm is going to go down, thumb forward, right arm is going to go up, thumb backwards this way. So basically you're making contact with the back of the arms. So what you've got is you've got one, and then you reverse it. So you circle in and you go down in this fashion. So what you've got arm-wise, you've got your elbow, and then you've got 1, 2, just like this. Now to add the legs, the rear leg is going to again do a circle step, except you're going to end up facing this way. So you got your step, feet are together, body is facing this way while you're executing your arms. So doing the last part of the first action of that segment, you've got bang, spin, and then right arm up, left arm, bang, just like that. And your arms will actually go 1, 2. Now, coming from a karate background, as opposed to going with the back of the arms this way, I go tighter with my palm facing towards me, this palm facing towards me in this fashion, here and here. And what you'll do is you'll find that in Shotokan Karate, Heian Sandan, Shorinryu Pinan Sandan, in the system that I was originally trained in, Kung Su, Pyongan 3 or Pyongan Samdan. But from here, you've got the spin, and I'm closer and tighter in this fashion. Now I've turned myself to the opposite side just so I can delineate this action much cleaner. First, the left hand is going to open up, and it's going to sweep out sideways in this fashion, while the right hand pulls back to the waist. At the same time, I'm going to be stepping forwards in this direction to my left side. So you've got here, and then you have a follow-up punch. From this point, you'll pull the front leg back into a foot sweep, go low with a side kick, a front kick in that direction. But instead of setting down as you did in the first segment, you'll set down next to your foot and you'll step out with your right foot, see? So we're in here. So from this point, you've got here, bang, bang, putting the foot right next to your foot, going forwards, down, and up. And of course, the manner in which I do it, I go fist low, empty hand high. From this point, I replicate the same action that I did on the other side. So left hand's gonna open up, left side steps. You've got your sweep here. You've got your right leg that's gonna step forward while the left hand parries down, and you thrust forward with your right. And then from here you have your elbow strike and your rear circle step. Left comes up high first, then right, or in the fashion in which I do it, get the circle step, and you've got your inside and outside forearm block action. Now I'm facing the direction which I would normally end up in, and from this point, I'll step behind, my right arm sweeps, and I have my punch, and then I've got my leg sweep with the side kick, front kick. From this point, You will come up into a high block and follow with an uppercut. So you've got this bang, bang, and then you take a left foot step forward, up and up. And from this point, you'll reach up, both hands, slam down to the knee, and you're done.